Yo, hey horror movie fiends. Alright, so I'm in the mood for some Italian right now. And so that's going to directly play into which movie I'm about to speak my thoughts on and kind of do a review, I guess you should say. And this is the first movie, Italian horror movie, I saw that got me into the entire Italian horror subgenre. Involving Dario Argento, Lucio Fulci, Mario Bava, Lamberto Bava, Michele Soavi, like all of them. Alright? And the second one that got me into those films was Fulci's The City of the Living Dead, but back then when I saw it, it was the big box The Gates of Hell. So those are the two movies that got me into Italian horror. Well, this one is an absolute fave, and that is Dario Argento's Suspiria. Suspiria! Alright, so, man, this movie is so fucking badass. It's a very trippy, wild ride of a film, and also surrealistic, if I may say. The movie concerns a American ballet student arriving to a dance academy located out in the woods, and little by little, some of the students are getting killed off one by one, and our lead character, Susie Banyan, is getting a little suspicious about the things, but also due to one of her friends she makes there at the ballet school, kind of infiltrating ideas in her head that there's a coven of witches running the school. Alright, so as she gets closer and closer to the truth, shit becomes more bizarre, and yeah, the movie is just fucking badass. And it's the first part of a trilogy Dario Argento started involving, well, Suspiria, and then moved on to Inferno, and then a couple years ago finally finished the trilogy to The Mother of Tears. But more on those some other time. We're discussing just Suspiria right now. Anyhow, yeah, one of the true stars of this film, and I'm sure a lot of you fans out there would agree with me, that it is the fucking movie's washed out in primary colors. And it's a gorgeous fucking movie. I mean, it literally puts the gore in gorgeous. Alright? There's some very brutal death scenes, and as like Entertainment Weekly described it as one of the most brutal opening death sequences ever filmed. I don't know how old that quote is, because I'm sure nowadays it's nothing, but still, it is a pretty brutal opening. You know, you get characters getting fucking stabbed left and right and hung. You get a character that falls into a pit of razor wire. You know, you get a character that gets his entire throat and neck chewed out by his own seeing eye dog. Like, it's got some crazy ass shit in it. It's fucking moody as hell. Tons of atmosphere, and there's a lot of little things, little nuances about it that I fucking love. And some of those are the fact that it kind of is a fairy tale, and kind of really reminds me, especially at the end, of Snow White. It's got that quality to it, you know. In fact, we are dealing with witches and such and such. The set designs in there are fucking awesome. Like, just the design of all the interiors of the place, even some of the exteriors, but the interior designs of each room, the school, an apartment, blah, 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 are top-notch. And again, it's washed out in just like blues, reds, greens, you know, all the above. It's a gorgeous fucking movie. You know, there's no denying that whatsoever. It's also creepy as hell, and, you know, a lot of spots of it. And one little nugget of information I like about this film that made me appreciate even more, that some people don't really know about this, but okay, when Dario Argento wrote this film, he originally intended for the ballet students to be children to like mid-teenagers. So I believe it was the producers or something didn't want him to do that, didn't allow him to do that at the time, because, you know, children getting killed off was kind of risque. So he changed the actresses' ages as far as casting goes, but if you notice, in the film, he kept the dialogue the same, as in, they all talk like children, because they're supposed to represent children, not adults. Yes, it's adults playing the roles, but they're supposed to be children. So if you notice in the film, aside from some of the dubbing, and, you know, some Italian movies, English translations kind of come off kind of uneven and weird, but in this it's obvious that these are supposed to be little girls. And if you also notice, the doorknobs on a lot of the doors are so high where they have to reach and grab it. That's because they're supposed to be little children. Anyhow, so with that said, I just gotta say, if you've never seen Suspiria and you want to watch a trippy ass, motion picture with, some good violence, great coloring, like I said, it's candy to the eyes. It puts the gore in gorgeous. It's violent, and it's got so much cool stuff going on in this. And it's all evolving around a coven of witches running a dance academy. And that's all I'll say. But if you've never seen it, check it out. It could be on Netflix streaming or Amazon Prime or, one of those bullshits. But it's fucking awesome. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Anyway, peace.